Who's ready for some violent Voorhees brutality? I sure am. Let's do this! We open with a young lady driving to Camp Crystal Lake. That's a nice cabin that's had multiple murders in it before. Let's stay there. Now I hope that globe still works. Whoopsie! Better get a new globe from the tool shed. Hey, that one works perfect. And bingo. We have light. Now it wouldn't be Crystal Lake without getting naked. But there's a creepy noise, so let's go investigate outside. Whoops, bad idea. After falling from the top floor after a near machete attack, this young girl piss bolts into the woods. But Jason wants that kill. Now in the middle of the woods with only a towel on. It looks the end for this girl. But it's a trap. And Jason has been played by the beauty of a helpless young female. And this SWAT team shoots the absolute shit out of Jason. Blowing him the fuck up. But who said Jason had no heart? But the guy watching in the woods thinks a little bit different. Enter the movie title. We start off at the morgue and the security guy. Isn't that Jason? He pats down Phil, the coroner, and we've got an autopsy to perform, people. Jason's heart, twice the size of any man, it starts beating. But Phil the coroner has a sudden hunger for this organ. And he feasts on that artery for a midnight snack. Yummy! Now with Jason's soul and spirit entering the body of Phil, it's time for some killing. The other coroner comes into the room and he starts talking some smack.
How you doing, you fat-ass, maggoty, blown-up fuck?
About Jason's dead body, but Jason the coroner doesn't like name-calling. No one likes a bully. Now Phil the coroner, aka Jason, he takes off and he gets a glimpse of his reflection in the mirror. Damn, you're looking good. The two security guards, they start talking smack and they get whacked.
Dead or deadly? These dramatic photos were taken in the...
So Jason's lookalike, he died, so he dies. So Jason's died twice now. He's dead. He's playing Jason, but he's also playing a security guard. Meh. Now on TV, Duke the bounty hunter gets asked what he thinks about Jason.
Well, that makes me think of a little girl in a pink dress.
Duke explains that Jason is in other bodies, but he will kill him for us all for 500 grand.
And for that, you get the mask, the machete, the whole damn thing.
Bit fucking greedy, don't you think, Duke? Over at Crystal Lake Diner, we're making Jason burgers.
Cut these like this.
Yes, I do.
They look stupid.
But Duke hits up the diner girl Diana, and he warns her.
And he's coming for you.
He didn't need to act all creepy about it, he could have just told her, you know. The local sheriff wants none of this in his town. The sheriffs in this movie are a bit harsher than the ones with Tommy in part 6.
That's my lady you're talking about.
Less lenient. But after Duke gets taken away by the coppers, Diana tells her daughter's ex-boyfriend.
Stephen, I need to talk to you.
Ah, shit, we've all had that talk before.
Then we should talk.
Ah, man, I hate that.
Yeah, but not here. Come to my house tonight at 11. And don't be late.
You know this ain't gonna be good, mate. So Nerd Boy on the way to Diana's house, listening to absolute shit music. Sees 3 hitchhikers and decides, that's a good idea, let's pick them up.
Thank you so much. We have been there for an hour. Sure.
So where you guys headed?
We're going to Camp Crystal Lake.
Oh yeah, you're fucked. Here's the cabins. Enjoy your death.
Come with us. We're thinking of going skinny dipping later.
Bro, you need to be at Diana's house. But it is a pretty good offer. But Nerd Boy pussies out and he continues his journey. Now all naked around the campfire, after that good old skinny dip, it all seems like a nice peaceful campground now that Jason is dead and exploded. But this is Phil the Coroner's camp now, bitch. Now remember, sex at Camp Crystal Lake is only good for a few minutes. Because once you come, you're done. Back at the diner, Diana can feel that someone is watching her. But it's probably nothing. Diana goes inside and Sheriff and his girlfriend turn up. But they don't have long to say hi to each other. That's using your head. Now Phil the Coroner has taken Sheriff back to a pretty damn nice place. And strapped him up for a good old throat cut shave. Now impressed with Sheriff's nice clean look, I think it's time for a body swap. Let's kiss on it and seal the deal. Now back at her home, Diana calls her daughter, and during this phone call it is now established that the Nerd Boy, he is the father of Diana's grandchild. But before she can finish her conversation, Sheriff rudely interrupts her call and wants to make out.
No!
Fuck that, she's not kissing on the first date. Taste some lead, copper. But Copper Jason really wants that kiss. Yuck. And luckily Nerd finally turns up for that chat and he helps Diana. But he also saves himself from a kitchen knife. Poor Diana, we really liked her. Shocked from his own reflection. Sheriff is stunned, but Nerd thinks fast and introduces a fire poker stick to his back. And out the window you go. And in Diana's last breath, she tells that nerd to save her daughter Jessica. But the deputy sheriff arrives and he thinks that nerd has killed Diana. In this situation, it's very understandable. Now we're at the cop shop and the nerd is getting questioned for Diana's murder. He better get a good lawyer. Next morning over at Diana's house, Jessica and the baby, they rock up, only to see the bloodstained carpet from her mother's murder. But she needs to go to the police station, so let's go! Over at the police station, Jessica hires a babysitter.
Okay, bye, sweetheart. Don't you give Vicky a hard time.
To babysit at the police station. In the holding cells, Duke tells Nerd that it was Jason that killed Diana. But being Duke, he's offering his services again. What's it gonna cost this time, Duke?
Oh, jeez!
That's expensive, man. After a few more finger breaks, Duke tells Nerd what Jason really wants, what his agenda is, and Jason wants Jessica, Diana's daughter, so he can be reborn. Why, you ask?
Jason had a sister, your girlfriend's mother, Diana.
Hold on. Didn't Mrs. Voorhees say in the first movie that Jason was her only child? That's why she did this killing spree in the first place? Who fucking did this one? Maybe we'll go with maybe Mr. Voorhees was spreading his seed around in the 70s. Okay, so we've established that Jason can only be killed by only the hands of another Voorhees. But now quick thinking he escapes these jail cells. Now back at the diner, the babysitter that was meant to be at the cop shop, but now at the diner,
Get it the fuck out. This is a restaurant, not a fucking nursery.
has the Voorhees baby on her shift. At this stage, fuck knows where the mother went. But I'm sure here at the diner there's a nursery for the baby.
I'll come back and check on you, make sure you're okay.
5-star daycare center. Now the nerd, he's wasted no time and he's headed over to the Voorhees family house. Very dusty and empty. And the book from Evil Dead? Oh shit just got real now. I don't even remember seeing that when I watched it younger. Oh shit. Now Nerd's here in the house, and who's this coming in? Oh, it's Jessica's fuckwit boyfriend. So he's stolen Diana's dead body from the morgue and put her down in the cellar. And he's plotting to film the Voorhees home and find Diana's dead body in the house. The story of this movie. But before he can finish his evil plans, this copper wants a kiss. And I guess once Jason's soul leaves your body, you start melting? Now Jessica's fuckwit boyfriend is the new Jason. So upstairs, Jessica is enjoying a baby-free hot shower until some asshole cuts the power. And now realizing her boyfriend is a crazy possessed fuckwit, she freaks out. But lucky Nerd is there to save her. And in the getaway car, this fuckwit is not giving up. There's only one thing to do. Is that it? I'd run over his dick to finish him off. That's more like it. Now Nerd explains to Jessica what is going on, but with one nasty dick punch, she gets the fuck out of there. So Jessica fucks on back to the freaking police station, while Nerd gets rearrested by his cop friend. Now back at the station, the fuckwit boyfriend, who's Jason, turns up in a murderous rage. Move, bitch! Now it's kissy time. Damn it, Sheriff, they're about to kiss and make up. How's your nose, Sheriff? Run, Jessica, run. And thank God Nerd turns up and steals a gun. Ew, black blood? Could it be coronavirus? Now reinforcements have arrived.
Officer down! He's breathing.
Dude, you just checked his pulse, not his breath. Now, what do you do when you see a guy with a bullet hole in his forehead?
Get the ambulance.
And that's for not using your head properly. Now Duke, he knocks out a deputy so he can get the keys and escape. And now back at the diner, Jessica and the Nerd, they want their baby. Now Ginger Joey ain't having any part of these wanted criminals in her diner. And a struggle with the gun, a bullet goes off, and out of all the places it hits the power box. Get the candles. The new Jason body turns up to the diner, and he sure does know his way around. And he lends the diner staff member a hand. Everyone takes a few shots at him, but what's the point? Some deep fried meat? And Ginger Joey finally getting her mouth shut. And Nerd and Jessica, they can't get away too far because it's time for a Voorhees classic signature move. Nine movies and they still don't learn to get away from that fucking window. Now trying to help, babysitter impales Jason with a pole, but this guy likes to share the experience.
Go to hell!
Now thinking Jason is dead, they find a note where the baby is. That crazy Duke. Now if I only had a machete to take. Fantastic! Now Jessica has arrived at the Voorhees family home and she needs to find her baby. Good work, Duke. Duke lets Jessica know that she can only kill Jason. But we'll need a big magical knife. Brilliant. Now back at the diner, it seems like Jason has jumped into another body. And now he's made it back to the Voorhees home and he's about to find the baby to get his soul reborn. But Nerd saves the day with his machete. but a baby demon crawls out of the severed neck. Where did he go? Where did he go? Well, lucky enough, the only way to be reborn is through a Voorhees body, and luck be this game. Jessica's mother's body is right down there in the basement. Perfect timing. Jason's back and reborn, and about to fuck shit up. Trying to reach the magic dagger, Duke stalls and handcuffs himself to Jason.
Son of a bitch, you remember me?
But that puts his back out a little bit, and lucky enough, Jason still knows his chiropractic moves. That's better. Nerd and Jason start having it out, while Jessica finds that dagger. A shovel to the head. Bad move. Like Jason plays with his prey, like a cat before they kill the mouse. Jessica from behind jumps over and stabs Jason in the heart with that magical dagger. That got eaten from the start. And it's all over for our hero. The zombies and demons from hell, they pull Jason straight down to the fiery pits of hell. And Jessica and Nerd live happily ever after. I guess they're back together again now. But in one of the worst movies, it had the greatest ending of all time. And back in 1993, it had us creaming our pants. We see... Now Jason is in hell. The end. Now for all the questions we want answered. And the question I want to know is, how did Jason get back from New York City? Did he catch a boat again? Wasn't he a little boy? I'm a little bit confused how he got back. He must have got an aeroplane, or how far is New York City from Crystal Lake? He got back anyway, he got back. Why did Jason's heart look so delicious and tasty? It did look a little bit delicious, it made me a little bit hungry. I did eat some organs after it. How did Duke get all this information? How did Duke be the only person to know about all this info about how to kill Jason? How did he know? How did he know? How? How did that nerd get past front desk when he escaped the cell with the keys? He would have had to go past all the officers at the front. He didn't go out a back door. We didn't get to see that. I wanted to know how he got out. This is my favourite question. The book from the Evil Dead. I never realised that was in the movie back when I watched it when it came out when I was a kid. Probably because I was a kid. But why didn't they continue this story and do Jason versus fucking Evil Dead? It's just crazy. It's crazy as well, rewatching it, seeing that for the first time, not recognising it or seeing it anywhere. That was the book of the Evil Dead, man.
Alright, sorry guys, we lost some footage. That's all good. Look, in the end, this movie was pretty shit. Jason having a sister was absolutely fucking stupid when the whole reason of this movie series is because his mother went psycho because he was an only child and died, so bringing a sister in is fucking dumb. I did like the Evil Dead book concept. And just imagine if the internet was actually around back when this came out in 93 and they would have gone off. They would have made Jason versus Freddy pretty quick because the internet would have gone off. But anyway, guys, this gets 5 out of 10. And there's my ladder. And we'll be back with Jason in space. So like, subscribe, and I'll see you later.